Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here. Today we are going over the Bum Energy Cola flavor. Very hard flavor to get right. We'll see how they did coming right up. Hello again everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. And in today's video, we got another cola energy drink to try. My goodness, cola, very, very difficult. I say it in every single one of my cola videos that cola is very hard to get into an energy drink. Cola is soda, energy drinks are energy drinks, so trying to mix the two together, usually not a good thing. Sometimes you can get a decent cherry cola, sometimes you can get yourself a black cherry, but in general, trying to go straight on cola, very, very, very difficult. Even Coke Energy got discontinued, and because they couldn't sell their drink, they couldn't hit their numbers. I thought if anyone had a chance, it would probably be Coke Energy. I thought they did a decent job at it. Everyone's like, that doesn't taste like Coca-Cola. I'm like, well, it's an energy drink. So I think the people that were extremely critical about it were people that were expecting it to taste exactly like Coke, but compared to all the other companies that did cola, it was actually probably one of the better ones. But Bum Energy has decided to try and take it on. I have had a few comments saying that, listen, Caffeine Man, you complain about all these colas, you gotta try the Bum Energy. They make the best cola out there, and you never know if that person probably works for Bum. They're probably like, hey, I'm a bum influencer, a bum influencer. That's not right. But you never know who leaves you the comments. I got people telling me certain drinks are the best in the world, and they're like, okay, come on now. But we all have different taste buds, so hey, it could be good. And they are still coming out with new drinks, which means the company is successful. They are doing well. They are coming up with new drinks, and they're tackling hard energy drinks to get right. They're tackling this cola. Let's go ahead. Let's stop talking about how difficult cola is, and let's just see if they did it right. Hey, here's a can. All their cans look pretty similar. They got that logo on there, and they pretty much stick with the same exact logo, the same exact can. I'm not overly fond of it. It reminds me of like the 70s for some reason, but they like it. They've been consistent with it. It's not too complicated. It's pretty straightforward. As for what this 12-ounce can has in it, it's got 112 milligrams of caffeine. One of those weird companies that likes to just switch up how much caffeine they put in there. So they didn't even put 120, which 10 milligrams per ounce is usually your standard amount. They went with a touch less just to be different from everybody else, I'm sure, but it does have cognizant acetylcholine in it, so it is good for focus while you're working out. And that caffeine is from a natural caffeine source. People loving their natural caffeine. Natural caffeine takes the body slightly longer to process, so you get a slightly longer lasting energy out of it. And now that you know all of that, let's go ahead, let's taste it out. It did not fizz at all when I opened that up, and yeah, so curious how carbonated it's gonna be. Usually you want like a high carbonation for your cola flavors. I'm not gonna go too crazy with the pour. People like to complain about that, so I don't wanna mess it up at all. That is a clear color. That is super clear. I could use these as goggles, for crying out loud. My goodness, talk about clear. It's always odd when you have a clear cola because you always expect to see the color in there. And some companies do put caramel color in their colas because it's not an artificial color. It actually comes from caramel. So you could put caramel color in here, but some companies still like to be like, no, people are gonna think it's artificial. So we're staying clear color. I'm sure they say it that way as well. All right, moment of truth. Let's taste it out. Are you a cola flavor? Are you the closest cola flavor? We know it's not going to be cola for an energy drink. You can? So for your carbonation, I'm getting a medium carbonation out of here, and I always say this, whenever I get a drink that's medium carbonation that I think maybe it should be a touch higher, it could be because it is coming from a third-party source. So first it had to come from the company that makes Bum Energy and go to its distributor area, and then it had to go from there to the company that I bought it from, and then the company I bought it from had to send it to me. And I'm sure it was fine all along the way, but when it gets sent to me, I've had drinks come to me flat because the United States Postal Service or FedEx or whoever it is that delivered the package, I think it was USPS, they don't like Caffeine Man. For some of them don't. It's usually the temps that work there. The regular people, they're like, all right, this guy's doing a good job, we like energy drinks, we work long days, we appreciate it. But some of the people, like the temps that work there, you know, they're filling in for the day, and they're like, oh, who's this guy, Caffeine Man? Oh, it sounds like there's drinks in here, let's shake up the box. And you get the box, and the box looks like it's been dented on one side. I actually got this from Energy Drink City. Energy Drink City actually uses really solid boxes, so if there is a dent on on the box, I know that this thing got beat up, because in order to put a dent in that kind of a box, it's like a double wall thick box. They do a great job with their boxes. The drinks survived perfectly, except sometimes if they get shook up, you can't really, that carbonation, it's hard to keep if someone shakes it. If you guys are looking to pick up individual cans, this is one of the cans that you can get. Energy Drink City has tons of energy drinks. It is a city. They're gonna have to change their name to Energy Drink State, I think, because they have so many energy drinks. They got all your big name energy drinks. They get new flavors. They got Ghost Raspberry Cream before like anybody else. Probably sold out now. You can double check. They'll be getting more. But they also have a ton of the smaller companies. So if you ever heard of any of the smaller companies that you've been wanting to try, but you don't want to buy a full case, Energy Drink City is a great place to go, because you can mix and match what you want. You can get an 8-pack, you can get a 12-pack, you can get a 24-pack. If you see a whole bunch of no names that you didn't know existed, you're like, I want to try that, I want to try that, I want to try that. Let's say you want to try Popeye Energy because you never heard of Popeye, you're a big fan of Popeye, the Sailor Man, and you're like, wow, I want that can. I'm not buying a case. I am not buying 12 Popeye energy drinks, not knowing if I'm going to like it. Yeah, the can's kind of cool. I'm not spending that kind of money. Well, you know what? If Popeye has 4 different flavors, you can buy 4 cans. It's a great place to get individual cans. Check them out. And on top of all that, you can save 10% off with coupon code Caffeine Man. Where was I? Carbonation. Went off on a tangent. Energy drinks do that. Sweetness, you are getting a high sweetness. They're giving you that nice sweetness that comes with a cola drink. Flavor profile. I'm going to say it's a medium to high flavor profile, closing in on high. What's important to note here is, does it taste like cola? And I do think it has tastes of cola. And the good thing is, when it comes to sugar-free energy drinks, and more specifically sugar-free colas, it's hard to not get it to taste not diet. Can't put sugar in there, so you have to use some kind of artificial sweetener or sugar substitute, and doing that gives you that kind of diet flavor. Sometimes that diet flavor is a bit too strong and you're like, oh man, yeah, I kind of wanted a cola, but this is definitely a diet cola. This really isn't going that diet cola route. You do know that it is sugar free, but it doesn't taste diet, and the cola flavor is there, but it's subtle, and I think it's subtle enough that it gives you a good cola flavor. They're not trying to go overly potent with it, and maybe that's the problem with a lot of the companies. Maybe they're pumping up that cola flavor, saying let's just really hit them with flavor that makes it taste like a fake cola. This here is subtle. It's smooth and refreshing, and I'm not even sure if even with that medium carbonation, it doesn't really taste like a flat soda. And what I think I can say to accurately represent it, because I'd like to try and get you guys accurate reviews, I think the best way to call it is that it's not a cola energy drink. It's a cola flavored energy drink. What do I mean by that? Well, you know when you get like a sparkling water energy drink, you're like, oh, that's more of a sparkling water drink, and then it's flavored with something. It's similar in concept to that. When I get a peach mango energy drink, I want peach mango out of it, just knowing that it's an energy drink. When I get blue raspberry, it tastes like blue raspberry, and it's an energy drink. So I think when people get cola, they want cola just knowing it's an energy drink. But in this case, it's an energy drink first that has a cola flavor to it. Does that make sense to you guys? I hope so. I hope it makes sense to at least 50% of you, because it's definitely not a cola energy drink. It's not like I'm drinking pure Coca-Cola with extra caffeine, which is what I think they should do. But it's an energy drink with a good cola flavor, and that makes this really easy to drink. This doesn't make me mad. You know, it's not like, oh, this isn't cola. It's too strong. It's too much aftertaste. It's too much. No, it's a good energy drink that has a cola flavor to it, and I'm definitely a fan. So when we go ahead and take a look at the Caffeine Man rating chart, you'll see all the discontinued flavors up there. I probably keep the cherry colas on there too, and you can determine for yourself if you think I should keep them up there. But if I take them off the list, there's really not many straight on colas up there. And typically the Caffeine Man rating chart is based on flavor alone, so usually the more potent drinks get to score a little bit higher. I do take light and refreshing into consideration, and I think they accomplished what they were going for. For all of you that said this is the best cola out there, I can see why you're saying it. Is it the best cola to me? I'm gonna give this an 8.8 because I think it's extremely solid. It still does have a touch, itty bitty bit of that diet flavor to it, but you're not gonna be able to stray away from that. It is not too strong. It is not too potent. It's probably one of the least diety cola flavors that I've had for an energy drink. And at an 8.8, it puts it right up there with some of the other drinks that have been closest to cola that I think. But I think most of those have been discontinued, and the only one that's higher than it that is still around is the cherry cola. So this very well could be the best cola on the market that you can buy right now. And heck, why not? Let's go ahead. Let's pull off the cherry colas. Let's pull off the discontinued drinks off that list to see what we have left for cola. And wow, that's not much. That is actually the top cola flavor you can get right now. If you're looking to pick this up, I highly recommend checking out Energy Drink City. Lots of great drinks there, as I already said. Not gonna go overboard talking about them too much. If you do want to see one of my videos on one of the top colas on the market, you can check out that video right there. It's a cherry cola, but hey, check it out anyway. If you want to see all my favorite energy drinks, you can check out that playlist right there. It is all my top 10, top 20 drinks, as well as some of the worst drinks. So it's not just the bestest of the drinks, there's also some bad ones in there too. And that's what people like to watch. They like to know what's bad out there, controversy and all, you know? Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, have yourselves a great day or night.